very big practical joker and everything else. Confident guy, very confident. I just remember, it is true. And I don't know, for some unknown reason, we've done some training up here. And he's in the bath. Remember that? So, I know some people have come in for whatever, some autographs and everything else, because it must have been just one of these days where we just, you know, Kevin's invited certain people in. And it's just, you could only sit and he's singing, but Shearer's singing, "There's only one, I'm Shearer." And I just thought, that's brilliant. And you could hear, like, the people come in and went, "Who's that?" I went, "Shearer." And he's singing his own place. And that was just remember.
So we'll head over to the...
I love the skill and the technicality of the modern day game, but that side just does me head in. I hate it. But as I said, boots wise, they should go. I'd love somebody to go back to old style boots. See how they would sort of like see how they feel, because they feel like a proper pair of boots. I'm talking about going tackling properly as well, and that. But I think the game of that's gone now, isn't it? So.
Because they've got boot warmers and now they've got a boot warmer. They just warms them up and then they put them on their feet, cools down.
Which light is it? Because you have no light in the...
Oh yes, one here, yes, this is the...
Oh.
That's the calling out. What a load of... Honestly, come on.
That Sunderland match, did they put the lights out?
Well, that's it. Thank you so much for spending the money, because if I know if we'd have come in and performed like that, that's it. The gaffer would be going, you, and all this and that. So, now I just think there's something about a dressing room where you're a unit, you're all together. If I'm sat here with you like that, we're not having conversation, are we?
No.
Do you know what I mean? If you're sat next to somebody and then it's little things like those. Some you know, you get a little nudge or whatever. Like I always remember, like people said Terry McDermott, he was just the buffer for the gaffer. Terry McDermott was genius. On a match day, he would just sort of like be walking around and then he'd just go, and he'd just. I think he's genius. He'd go, "Best, can I work? Yeah, or something." He'd go, and he'd just have a little whisper in my ear, and I go, "What's up?" He'd go, "You know what? You're not training this week. You've been on fire. So you win us the game today." And I'm thinking, how good am I walking like that? And I'm thinking he's just saying to me. No, he's thinking to me. He's been now told. Oh yeah, I've gone to Rob Lee. Been on fire this week. He went, he's just told me that. But we're having that conversation after we've won. You see what I mean? I hadn't said anything yet, you know, and I thought, that's brilliant, you know, just going around a couple of players and just going, yeah, and then you just see, you're part of something. So. But yeah, this is the way the world's it's moved on now. The weird one as well, which is because I said I'd go back in for him, but he just snapped his Achilles. I'd have gone back in for her to keep Ekitike because they've paid that much money for. They bought him because they didn't think they were going to get Isaac. Then they got Isaac, so they doubled up. I just thought if we'd have gone back in and gone right, hang on a bit, because Slot's going to. I think this summer's going to under a lot of pressure. They could have done like a little bit of him coming back. He would have. I think he would have suited us perfect. That's the kind of, as I say. But you're hoping now that with recruitment that you. Surely there's got to be a centre forward out there you think is going to suit us. I know, but you've got to be a proper centre forward. Yeah. I know this. I don't want to be too critical because it's not fair on Walter Armada. He's not a centre forward, and as much as everybody goes, "Oh, he's nice enough," he keeps the ball well, but he's not physically strong. He doesn't hold it up. So you got, and then I watch Bissell come and he wants to keep everything just nice and easy. And I'm thinking, yeah, but when he was at Brentford, when he was good, it was coming off the wing. So then that's why we've got Gordon playing up front, and then you've got a winger playing up front, centre forward. That's where we are. Anyhow, this has gone through, and he's a one-on-one, and he passed it. And Mickey Quinn sat next to me, and he just went, "He's not a centre forward." I went, "Give him time." He went, "No. It wouldn't even come into his thought." And I went, "Got ya. Because it's like you said, it's certain situations, and the other side of it as well, which we've had discussions, me and Rob Blake. Viss has joined this club and went, "Oh, I'll have number 9." I've gone, he doesn't understand it. He doesn't know what that number 9 means. Like Joe Linton did. Joe Linton came to this club and thought, yeah, it was a great move for me. And then they played him centre forward, and then he got number 9 on his back, and he's going, "Well, why am I getting hammered here?" Because you're not a centre forward, you're not good enough, and that means a big difference to us. So you got to know. So he's now getting. Can I tell a funny story about it? Because it's like numbers, knowing numbers. Last one, right? So like Keegan upsetting Les Ferdinand. Because when Shearer comes, Shearer wants number 9. He knows everything, but I want number 9. The thing what Les had just got Player of the Year not for Newcastle, but for that season, the Premier League. And but we signed Shearer. Les knows that Shearer's going to come in and he's going to want that 9. But Les is like, well, he's going to have to earn it, which is fair enough. But Shearer's already demanded it. What Keegan made a mistake is he's not going to Les and saying, by the way, can we come to an agreement? If they'd done that, Les had been fine, but he gave it him without asking. So Les goes in to see him, so he tells us this is Les telling us. So he said, I went in and said, right, so what's happening then? And Kevin's going, well, it's just, we've done a bit of juggling and all this and that. We think it'd be good for Al, Newcastle lad and everything else. And Les went, right, okay. Right, so what then? He says, well, you'll be okay, won't you? You'll be okay. And Les went, no. He went, what? He went, what do you mean no? Now he's give it to Shearer, and now he's got his back. So Les went, no, I like 9. Yeah, I think I warranted it. And then he went, so Keegan went, I've got a problem. He went, why? He said, well, I'll give it to Shearer. Ah, he says, have you? So he says, all right. So he went, and then Keegan went, he goes, yeah, but come on, Les, it's just a number, right? And then Les Ferdinand went, Gaffer, what's that on your neck? He's got number 7 on his chain. Like to everybody knows, Keegan's not, and he went, yeah, you've got me there. And that was it. Then the problem happens. The problem goes now is he's got to have another number. So Les went, I'll have 99. Well, the PFA wouldn't allow it. So he said, well, I'll have 99. So I went, no, I can't do it. It has to be like a squad. The problem we wanted, and they wanted it to be like, in our day, it was like, number 2 is your right back, 3 like it. But anyhow, so he gives number 10 to Les Ferdinand. Well, that's a nightmare because Lee Clark's number 10. So now he's pissed off Les Ferdinand and Lee Clark to give number 9 to Shearer. And Keegan, and we'll tell you, Keegan made a mistake. He shouldn't have given Shearer the number 9 straight away. He should have waited, and Les would have gone. Yeah. And but that caused big rift. That in trouble. So
all right, guys,
we had to change, and it was to put the boards. Well, you can see the boards how they run out, can't you? From how it tapers out. But that first, when you're playing. So if I'm here around that, and I want to go for the switch, say Keith Gillespie and whatever, you've got to remember that as the game's going, all I see is black and white, because you've all got kits on. So if everybody's on that bottom row with shirts on, I can't see it. And Rob Lee, he's got dodgy minces, so he used it, and like a couple of times, Rob's just gone, corner of his eye, and he's gone, and then the ball's gone out of play. And so they had to lift the barrier, so when the first person who sits down is covered. But it is, yeah, it's weird when you come at this level. That's why when we play up, when I go and watch the game up here, I'm going, nah, it's easy, just clip it over there. When you're here at 100 miles an hour and the game's going on, it's difficult to sometimes look, just to get your eye line just right.